Smart Real Estate Wholesaling, Chapter 3, Data Collection. How to generate real estate wholesale deals by marketing intelligently for free and for life. Imagine sending one email and your $3,000 mortgage payment for the month gets paid just like that. Compare that to waiting forever on your next and first real estate wholesaling deal that may never even close. Imagine knowing the exact segment or demography that responds the best to your messages, gender, age group, interests, and etc. Equipped with this type of information about your prospects, how easy would it be to create solutions that you know they want for a fact? Before this publication, you were probably exposed to 5 main marketing strategies, all of which fall short of the level of business intelligence you need to operate a smart real estate wholesaling empire. For example, direct mailing starts with access to data about property owners in distress situations such as foreclosure, divorce, death, bad tenants, tax delinquency. However, that level of data is not enough to compete in this modern age. Back in 2005, it was good enough because there was no oversupply of real estate wholesaling investors as we have today. The competition is a lot higher now, therefore, you need a better competitive advantage. You need to collect a lot more information than just names, property addresses, and status. All you get with that is an ability to send letters. That's too much of a wide net to cast and it's just too expensive due to the competition. So even though there's a list involved in direct mailing, mailing that list is a cold marketing strategy because the prospects don't know you, much less liking and trusting you. The KLT factor is missing. In essence, you have to sell them on doing business with you as opposed to being already sold before their subscription to your list or network. Marketing without collecting primary data, aka contact information, will make you dry up your marketing budget very quickly. Your primary objective when marketing to a brand new cold prospect is to offer them some type of valuable information in exchange for their contact information such as name, an address, and phone number. That simple concept creates a major difference in your sustainability as a marketer. As you collect this first level of data, you're building a list of highly interested and targeted audience that you can keep marketing to for free. That gives your real estate wholesaling empire strength to carry through long term in marketing bandwidth. As you're probably becoming more aware now, the real estate wholesaling business is basically a survival of the fittest. The person that can spend the most on marketing wins the game, but spending the most without a plan to sustain the limitations of your budget is a losing battle. It's about knowing how to preserve your resources using leverage and not necessarily by holding back on spending. If you're trying to win the game of lowest spending, all you have to do is stop spending. I'm guessing you want more than just low marketing spending. You want profitability. So you need to create multiple leverage points that create a funded perpetual marketing machine for your real estate wholesaling empire. If all you do is market to prospects without first level data collection hacks, like building a list of prospects' contact information, you will create ultimatums in your marketing funds and time budget. Your marketing won't last long enough. To take it a step further, first level data collection is not enough. In order to market and generate revenue cost effectively in the modern age, you need to collect data about first level data. For example, it is not enough to have the names, property addresses, and status of pre-foreclosures in your city. You also need to know the age group and gender that respond to your marketing messages the most. It's even better when you collect more data about the type of messages they respond to the most. What if you also have information about other interests common to your prospects? Not only are you able to customize your offers and services to what they want, you can also create other joint venture and partnership about opportunities for the market at large on a larger scale. That's when you know that you're truly building a real estate wholesaling empire and not just chasing after your first or next deal. So in 2006, after closing about 7 to 10 real estate wholesaling deals, I quickly realized that the typical idea of available cash buyers sold to us by the gurus was complete BS. First of all, there were too few of them available to buy the properties I was getting under contract. In addition to that, the few cash buyers typically have 1001 reasons why it is not good enough deal for their criteria. At first, I believed them and sulked around claiming there were no deals. I had buyers ready to go, or so I thought, but the properties I had under contract did not fit their criteria. According to them, those were not deals. After observing my mentor, Anthony, a little bit, I realized that he was attracting his end buyers who were not necessarily cash buyers from the mainstream. These buyers were willing to pay a little more for these discounted properties than 75% of after repair value. I decided to take this idea a little further. I built an online platform that collected first level data, aka contact information from people interested in properties with inbuilt equity. I built a list of 500 plus buyer prospects, which turned out to be a community that expected my daily email offers religiously. From 2006 to 2008, getting qualified buyers for the properties I had under contract was the least of my issues. I would simply send an email to my list when a property becomes available, and a few people would either be interested in and qualified to buy the contract, or they will have someone in their network who is willing and able. Collecting data and building my list and network to source buyers was the smartest thing I did for my real estate wholesaling business back in 2006. The dumbest thing I did that exposed my business more to the recession in 2008 was to stop promoting and building that list. Your favorite gurus and the ones that get results in the game do the same. You can see it in the very same way that you've consumed their information till now. If you watch their video on YouTube, they would encourage you to subscribe, like, and share. That's data collection. If you visited a website, they would offer a free subscription to their newsletter. That's data collection. If you visited a website, even if you don't subscribe, your data is still being collected. That's the modern age. After subscribing through one of the gurus' content distribution channel, you would receive emails and other types of notifications about newest content releases. They are able to create a living connection with you, the prospect, because they lead with value in exchange for your contact information. Basically, they collected your data. In previous chapters, you learned to lead with value. However, giving all your knowledge and wisdom away is not enough. With any type of marketing, you establish connection with a prospect, but in order for you to be able to continue to serve, you need ongoing connection with the prospect. That's only possible when you collect at least first level data from them, their contact information such as email, addresses, and or phone number. Therefore, you are able to continue to send more valuable information and special offers to them. As you build that list, your business grows. And as I mentioned before, one email offer can pay your monthly mortgage payment for the month and even more. You can create affiliate partnership and offer other people's real estate related product to your subscribers. It is also worth noting that data collection allows you to learn more about your prospects in proactive and passive ways. An example of proactive ways is sending a survey to your list to learn more about how you can best serve them. When you make data collection the primary objective when marketing, it's a guaranteed strategy to better business intelligence, and more importantly, you get to create perpetual opportunities to market to your best prospects for free. Sales will happen and contracts will be signed without you having to sell. It will have direct and ongoing impact on your bottom line. What if you just download a vacant property list from list to source and send them letters? Could you still find and close deals? Sure you can, but the chances are a lot less. You can create dead connections, but you will need luck and lots of hope to operate your real estate wholesaling business. A dead connection is created when you don't use the first connection as an opportunity to collect data, therefore not having the ability to continue to connect without additional marketing expenses. So ultimately, it depends on the call to action in those letters. If your letters offer the prospect a downloadable from your website in exchange for their email addresses, you will be creating a living connection because you are collecting data. If you're attempting to get a prospect to call you without data collection, you're creating a dead connection. If life happens and they are not able to call you immediately, you lost money in marketing to that prospect, and you will have to spend money again in order to have a chance to get their connection ever again. Never spend a dime or a second in time again on marketing without the primary goal being data collection. In addition to collecting first level data such as the contact information, the tools nowadays will help you collect more levels data about the prospect to help you make more intelligent business decisions when it comes to marketing. If you're not collecting data, you're not able to follow up effectively with your prospect. Both selling and buying prospects need more than 5 exposures on an average before deciding to sign contracts and or do business with you. I'm often tempted to create ads and content designed to close without data collection. I come from that always be closing ABC sales mindset, but things are changing fast. In the modern age, ABC stands for always be creating or always be collecting data, ABCD. Getting contracts signed and closing sales in the modern age requires business intelligence, which is only acquired through data collection. Go to myempirepro.com for more information.